Hey, good evening, everybody out there in social media land. It is Bling back for another episode of Time Well Wasted here on IndieRockRadio.ca. Just about to get set up for the show here. Just about to log in, get our first track up here, and I'll get back to you in a couple of seconds and explain to you how all this works if you're a newbie to all this. Do, do, do. All right. Okay, this isn't working. Okay, let's start this over again. There we go. All right, so we got our first track on here. If it's your first time tuning into the show, anyways, this is Time Well Wasted. You can find us each and every Saturday night from 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in Montreal, Canada. We broadcast the show, playing you the best of classic rock and indie rock here throughout the evening. And I call it Time Well Wasted because basically there is no cutoff time. It's pretty much whenever you decide you want to roll over and go to bed and the party's over. That's pretty much when the show ends. If you're interested in listening into the station, okay, because there won't be any music played over here on air. This is basically just a little visual section that we have for our audience so that you can communicate with me in the studio and of course make any comments whatsoever or have any requests, something to say. Pretty much that's what you do. You drop it off over here. This is the website address you need to go to right now for the live show, which is on right now, playing you the best of classic rock and indie rock. You'll be able to hear the music and the live show there. I'm going to be going live in probably about 2 minutes and 56 seconds till I hit the airwaves. And glad to have you here tonight. I hope everything's going well for you. I hope everybody's feeling better, a little bit more relieved now that they've loosened some of the stuff that's happening out there for COVID-19. But still, please keep yourself safe and, make sure you keep your distance and your mask. I'm finding that everybody's just like totally forgotten about that, they've just, gone right back to normal and like nothing's ever happened. And it's really getting crazy. I'm really scared about a second wave coming in, but hopefully we keep it all real throughout this thing. Okay, we're just going to get back to the station here. All right, just to let you know, you're probably going to hear some moaning and groaning in between. It's not because I have a respiratory problem. It's just because sometimes the music's so good, I'm humming inside my headphones and I'm just humming the song out loud, or sometimes I even sing. So get ready for that one, folks. This is what I am. I am the Blinkster. I am the bad boy of rock. And it's what I do, man. I've been doing this for about 30 years now. I just found out as I was checking the. I said, wait, when did I start in radio? And I said, like 1990. That's like 30 years now. Man, it went by like that. Love it though. Wouldn't do anything else. Well, I do something else. I'm a painter during the week, so I like painting too. Pretty good at it. Dun, 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 dun. All right, let's see if we can get some more people listening in over here. Okay, better lower that volume down. Looks like we got Benoit and Gigi tuned into the show. I'll have to work on getting that audience in a second there. We are about to go live. Night. Night. Saturday night. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that's right. That's me, the Blinkster, in the studio with you once again here on a Saturday night. It is 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in the studio on Montreal time. We are live from Canada right now, and this is called Time Well Wasted. It's Bling in the studio with you all the way throughout the evening, playing you the best of classic rock, and indie rock. We have got some great music ahead of us on the show for you. If you have requests, you can join us on our YouTube live channel, which is at Indie Rock Radio, or you can join us on our Facebook live channel, which is /indierockradio.ca. There we go. And join us on our live feed over there. You can make comments if you have any requests whatsoever. You want to wish someone a happy birthday. You want to do whatever. You just want to tell someone to bite the dust or whatever. We don't do breakups. I'm sorry, that's not our thing over here. Okay, we're not into heartbreaking over here. So if whatever it is, whatever the cause, I'm glad that you're tuned in. I'm glad that you're here, and love you all, man. Right now, we're going to continue on with some great music to start off the evening here. We got some Journey for you, and here we go, folks. Here's a little loving, touching, and squeezing from Journey here on IndieRockRadio.ca. Loving. It won't be long, yeah. Na 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 na. No, no, no. All right, folks, let's get some comments going on in the comment section over here. Even if you just want to say hi or whatever, let me know that you're there. That's all you got to do, man. Just pop in, say hi. If you got a request, you got something to say, birthday request, whatever, you got some, something to get off your chest, put it in the comment section. That's what we're here for. Just to let you know, tomorrow night, Indie Scene will not be on because I'll be out of town tomorrow and won't be able to air the show, but we'll be back at you again next Sunday night from 6 to 9 p.m. Eastern Time, bringing you the best of the independent music circuit. To get the full effect, folks, like I said, you need to go to our. Hey, Benoit, how are you, buddy? Great to see you again. Back for more, huh? Yeah. So, like I was saying, folks, if you want to get the full effect of everything, you need to definitely go to our website, indierockradio.ca, where you'll get all the live music coming in. Of course, we cannot broadcast the live station feed on here due to the fact of certain restrictions with Facebook and YouTube. So please bear with us. We just get. Oh, gotta love this. Looks like we're having internet issues again. Am I rocking? It's funny how I have some instability after I mention that. Eh? I'll tell you, I'll take you on anytime, Mr. Facebook. Keep playing with me, Facebook. dark. Do, 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 do. In the dark. In the dark. Hey, forgive me for being unshaven today. I'm a total bum this weekend. I've been working hard all week and have not had a chance to get back to my usual stroking good looking self. This is the scruffy look for me. Things happen. It's a lot of work to do all this, you know. Bow, bow, bow. Don't you need me? Hey, yeah. So, folks, good evening and welcome here to our social media page. And this is indierockradio.ca. As you can see, you have to tune into the website to hear the music for the live show. This is Time Well Wasted with Bling. I am your host. Don't ask how I got the name Bling. It is a long story. I know somebody's going to probably ask now, anyhow, even though I said no. Yeah, anyways, each and every Saturday evening, we join you here to play you the best of classic rock and indie rock for you. And if you have requests, songs you want to hear, something you haven't seen in a while, go ahead. Send it to me. A big hello to Gigi, tuned into the show here tonight, and Jackie Blue herself. Like I said earlier, if you just want to say hi like everybody else is doing, or if you have a request, you got something to get off your chest, do it. Leave a comment. And that's what it's all about, man. We're just here to communicate with our audience. And it's a wonderful thing we do each and every Saturday night. Play from 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time until whenever the party is over, whenever you decide to go to bed. Sometimes the party is over for me a little earlier than most people. If you haven't seen some of my previous videos, I do tend to doze off sometimes. It's also because along with running the station over here, I also have the day job and everything too still. And it's a lot of hours I'm putting in. So bear with me. This is a labor of love each and every Saturday night. Coming up, we got a little bit of Def Leppard for you. Right now, we got some Blue Oyster Cult on. I'm about today, burn out tonight. I'm burning for you. Supposedly, the software doesn't work well with a Wi-Fi signal, and I am using Wi-Fi from my system. It's my Okay, hold on. Let me get the mouse over here. Oh man, this is so hard using three screens. There we go, folks. Sorry about that. I have just upgraded the studio, and I'm still trying to get used to these three screens over here that I'm working with. That's supposed to help me multitask, but it seems that I got to stretch the mouse all the way across, like probably about. Well, let's see. I got two new 22-inch monitors, so we're looking at about 4 or 5 feet across. So that's a lot of mousing, let me tell you. Anyways, there we go, folks. We had some Blue Oyster Cult. Yeah. Blue Oyster Cult, and I'm burning for you. And hold on, I'm just going to skew up here. I have Blue Oyster Cult, burning for you, and of course, Billy Squire, In the Dark. Just before that, we had Bad Company, Rock and Roll, Fantasy. And of course, we start everything off at the beginning with Journey, Loving, Touching, Squeezing, here on IndieRockRadio.ca. You're tuned into Time Well Wasted with Bling here on Saturday night. And just to let you know, usually I host another show on Sunday nights, which is going to be Indie Scene. That will be postponed until next Sunday from 6 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I won't be around to do the show tomorrow, but I will be back the following week to, of course, bring you the best of the independent music circuit from here and around the world, let me tell you. Right now, we're going to continue on with some more great music. If you have any requests, you can just simply drop on by. We're live on Facebook. That's right, Facebook Live or Live Facebook, whatever the hell you want to call it. On YouTube channel, also, if you want, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel just by simply going to Indie Rock Radio, or check us out on Facebook at /IndieRockRadio.ca. All right, we're going to continue on with some more great music. Guess what I got lined up for you? That's right, folks, a little bit of Def Leppard for you here, and a song called Photograph here on IndieRockRadio.ca. I'm in love. Found a photograph. I wanna touch. So far from me. Oh, you got style. I cannot have your. I don't need your. Hey, people, what's going on out there? All right. Oh, Owen Field, UK in the house. Hey, good to see you, mate. Sorry, that's Australian, right? I got to get that straight. Anyways, man, great. Thanks for tuning in, man. Appreciate it. Oh, I got, okay, Iron Maiden, Passchendaele. No, but I'll find it. I'll find it for you, buddy. I do have some Iron Maiden if you want. We do have the Trooper, if that's good for you. Photograph. Boom, 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 boom. I don't want your photograph. Mm, mm. Just stretch across again. And we are on to. Hey. Oh, you say you're having fun? You're really going nowhere. And in the sun, mm-mm-mm-mm, commit the perfect crime. Mm-mm-mm-mm. I found it, my friend. Hey, I love the mask, guys. Yeah, definitely got it heading up for you. So tune into the station. It's www.indierockradio.ca, and you can hear the track. I've got it queued up for you in just a couple of minutes there. Meet you in your day, huh? How can you live this way? Yeah. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, ba, ba. So there you go, folks. It's as simple as that. Request a song. I guarantee you I'll get it on for you. Okay? I have such a large library of music I've had over the years that, yeah, pretty much I might have whatever it is that you request. Could be the Sublime. I'll have it, you know? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Don't worry, I'm with you, people. There we go, folks. A little bit of Supertramp and some television for you here on IndieRockRadio.ca. It's Bling. So keeping the chair every Saturday night. That's right. I sit back here and play you the best of classic rock and indie rock and take your requests also. And right now we have got a track that's going out to a special listener to tonight, Owen Field, who's tuned in all the way from the UK and wanted me to get some Iron Maiden on for him. And we have got it for you right now, right here. So I hope you're tuned in, buddy, because here we go. Here's a little bit of Iron Maiden and Passchendaele here on IndieRockRadio.ca. Great choice there, Owen. Myself, I'm a big fan of the song called The Prisoner. Oh, might as well tell you a little story about me and Iron Maiden. One of the maybe about what was it? Let's see. Okay, here we go. Aging back, probably around 2006, 2007. We started a thing called Heavy MTL in Montreal, and we went backstage. Well, I went backstage looking for interviews because that's what I do. I'm a door kicker, and I got thrown out of backstage for kicking Iron Maiden's door in, trying to get an interview with them. Ended up getting the interview in the end, but they wanted to pull their power off and pulled me in a golf cart and brought me to some tent and says, "You need to talk to the managers and so on and prearrange your interviews and so on." I said, "Get me a freaking laptop, somebody." From that point, pretty much we had an interview with everybody on the card, thanks to one of my close friends all the way out in San Francisco. That's it. I asked some young people just don't know. You don't mess with people who've been in the industry for a long time and paid their dues. But yeah, funny story, man. Kicking in Iron Maiden's dressing room door. Well, it was a trailer or whatever, but I had fun. The guys loved it too. So By the way, if you like metal so much, make sure you tune in on each and every Friday night from 7 until 1 in the morning. We have got 6 hours of pure freaking metal for you. One of them being the autopsy report out of UK, by the way, out of Manchester. I don't know if you're familiar with the show, Owen, and that's how you found your way here. But yeah, every Friday night we got metal to the wall, man. So make sure you tune in on Friday nights. Oh, this is a long one, let me tell you, and I love it. Gotta love that ad, folks. Mm. holy diver. The diver. Yeah, we're going to tell you this. It's clean. Folks out there in social media land, if you just joined the show, this is IndieRockRadio.ca, and we are Time Well Wasted. You can find us each and every Saturday night on the station here. If you want to tune in, folks, you got to simply go to our website at IndieRockRadio.ca. I'm just going to post that for you in a second here. Once I get my mouse figured out. Oh, Jesus. This drives me crazy. There we go. You can find us at our website over here if you want to listen to the music live. The music is live, and we got some great kicks going on right now. We're going to pull off something that you can do on radio. Same singer, two different bands. We just finished listening to a little bit of Iron Maiden, so I figured why not throw in some Dio there. And so I'm also going to slip in some more Dio by having Dio when he was live with Black Sabbath. We'll get that for you in just a couple of seconds. Aha, tricked you. Why not? Doublehead Black Sabbath. We'll get the Dio track on for you. Just because we're having fun. If you just joined us, folks, and you have anything to say, just stop on by. Say hi. Let me know where you're from. If you're tuned in from wherever you are in the world or whatever, and you're checking out the show for the first time, hey, just stop by, leave a comment, say, hey, man, it's Pedro from Colombia, or anywhere in the world. Just leave me a message and say hi, man. I love seeing somebody tune in from the other side of the planet. Just like our good friends who requested our minute earlier, all the way in from the UK. Thanks a lot for tuning in. And keep rocking, man. Tell your friends. It's burning. Buck out. Ashes will pursue, keep standing. Flooding flubies to your boobies. Okay, that might not be the lyrics, but it's okay. We're going to enjoy it anyhow. I have to make sure I pull that on the side. I've gotten ridiculed by Facebook for them hearing music through headphones. So I'm going to make sure that that is under control. Anyways, we'll be back at you in just a second. Still have time. How's everything going out there in internet land, folks? Any comments? New comments? Come on, people. Say something. Speak up. Speak your mind. Speak your piece, man. Pour water. Now, here's a topic of interest for you folks, and I don't mind plugging these people. Has anybody out there tried this new system? Well, I don't know how new it is or whatever, but it's a thing called Soda Stream. I think it's one of the coolest little inventions ever. You can make your own soda pop, a soda pop at home. It's a amazing carbonated filter machine. It doesn't run on any electricity, so that's good for the environment. Second of all, saves you on all plastic bottles. Another damn good reason to get it. And believe it or not, it is amazing. It's the many different flavors from cherry Coke and so on. Sorry. Oh, here's a little deal I promised you with Black Sabbath. Got to see them live one time with Dio. What an amazing show. Anyways, as I was saying, SodaStream, if you haven't picked yourself up one of these units yet, they're amazing. You save a lot of money if you are a Coca-Cola drinker or any sort of pop or whatever, and you like drinking pop. They have amazing flavors, and again, it's very low on calories also. There is, I'm not too sure if it's sugar-free or not or whatever, but it is a lot less than the sugar that they put into their regular soft drinks also. We have a machine at home here, and I just love it, man. Every time I'm in the mood for something, ginger ale, whatever, boom, grab that machine, and it is a matter of seconds. You have yourself some pop. That's it. Tastes a lot better when it's cold in the refrigerator, though, like most soda. You know, once you get that coldness in there or whatever, it really kicks in the punch to the cold soda. So that's Soda Stream. Check it out, man. Cry out. From the sun. The sea out and again. Nights. Yeah, folks, a little bit of Black Sabbath featuring Ronnie James Dio, and that's Neon Nights for you here on IndieRockRadio.ca. Just before that, we had another Black Sabbath track with Ozzy. You said, I figured I'd mix it up or whatever, in an old track called War Pigs. Dio solo. There we go. Man, we're really doubling it up tonight. Man, he was solo. You see, you can do that. You know, it's a little bit of a play on radio structure, shall we say. And a song called Holy Diver. Starting everything off, we had a request going all the way out to the UK for our good friend Owen Field, and a song called Passchendaele from Iron Maiden. A luxury of music. Oh my God, that was a good little clip there. We're going to continue on with some real kick-ass modern, I think, trippy modern rock that is just as heavy as we were just listening to, and we're going to continue on with the heavy music tonight, man. I'm in the mood to like really rock it out here tonight, so stick around, folks. If you have some friends who are not doing anything and they're kicking around online or whatever, tell them, hey, get the fuck over here, come check out the show. Okay, IndieRockRadio.ca, man. They play some kick-ass music, and I'm hoping I'm pleasing you all here tonight. So here we go. We're going to continue on with a little bit of Monster Magnet for you, and I think one of the trippiest songs that make you look real cool when you sing this song or whatever, and it's Space Low, Mother. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Uh, Hey there, Owen. Got your second track coming up just after this. Tracker from the movie Heavy Metal. Keep it coming. It's nice to see what people listen to out in the UK. You know, we are in a different part of the planet here, and our musical tastes are all, different and stuff. But it's nice to see what the other part of the world's listening to. Hey, Mar. Nice for you to tune in here tonight. Welcome to the show. People of the earth, can you hear me? Very nice. Mhm. Children of the sun. Never child. Anyways, folks, if you just tuned in over here on social media land, we are live here on Facebook and YouTube. We are indierockradio.ca. If you want to listen to the show, all you got to do is just go to the website and tune into the station, or right on the front page, you'll see a little button that says listen live. And all you got to do is click on that. The player will pop up. And if you have any issues with the player and buffering or whatever, click the play button again, and it usually resets itself. So enjoy the quality of music, the songs that are being played, and it's all just for you. If you have any requests whatsoever, you can leave them to me over here. Leave a comment. Let us know where you're tuning in from, or anywhere in the world. And it's nice to to hear from you. So if you're like, "Hi, this is Ju Fu over in Taiwan. I want to say hello to you," or "Hey, bud, it's me. It's Jeremy over in Scotland. Come." And or just anywhere around the world. We have listeners from Australia. We've got listeners from everywhere, even all the way down to this little tiny island called Mauritius. We have got ourselves a few listeners from there and stuff. So sit back and enjoy. I know it doesn't look like I'm going to make it, but I'm going to make it, man. We're going to rock it out here tonight and have ourselves a really good time. If you have any other things you'd like to know about the station or whatever, you can always send me an email at admin@indierockradio.ca. Any of your questions or comments about the station, gladly welcomed. Boom, 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 boom. There we go, folks. Going out as a request out to the UK for one of our listeners, Owen. Another request from him, and a great song from Sabaton and 82nd All the Way. It's great to hear music that's being played out in the UK. Of course, we have our, everybody's so self centered, man. It's like you could be in the US, it's like, okay, this is the center of the music capital or whatever, or you can be or whatever. You got to visit out in the world, man. You got to enjoy what is going on out there in the world, because there's all types of music from all over every single part of this world, and I want to get a touch of every single one of it. And first time I've heard this band, and really love it, man. Sounds like a Scottish band or a good old Irishman. Uh, 82nd All the Way, Sabaton, a great track. We'll be playing it more on the station for you here. Just before that, we had Billy Thorpe and Children of the Sun, a track from, if you are old enough to remember, the movie Heavy Metal, which is probably a lot of young adults at that point or whatever want to forget to remember that movie, because a lot of them probably jerked off to the first part of the of the movie or whatever, even though it was a cartoon image or whatever of this beautiful warrior princess or whatever she was. Anyways, that was the scene where the car is floating in space and stuff like that. So amazing track by Billy Thorpe and Children of the Sun. Just before that, Monster Magnet started everything off with Space Lord, Mother here on IndieRockRadio.ca. If you just tuned in, it is time for Time Well Wasted here on the station. And we do this each and every Saturday night from 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time all the way up until the wee hours of the morning, whenever you decide it's time for Betty Bye. We have got more great music to keep you flowing, though. Oh yeah, we're not stopping this vicious windmill circle, whatever it is you want to call it, twister coming in of rock music. Let me tell you, we have got more for you right now, and then what a best way to continue on the music with a track from a band just out of Boston called Boston, and a track called Foreplay, here for a long time. Here on IndieRockRadio.ca. Enjoy the music, man. It's Bling all the way up until the wee hours. Yeah, no. Winkle, winkle, wow. town. So long on the distant highway. Moving home. Yes, I'm back. Mm-mm-mm-mm. If you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to our channel and tune in to us each and every week. You can catch two shows on here. Tonight's show, which is Time Well Wasted from 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in Canada. And also Sunday nights, where we devote ourselves to independent rock music from all around the world on our show that's been running for 30 years. Yes, my own show, yours truly, Indie Scene. So check that out, folks. Totally would love to see you tune into either. So make sure you subscribe. Mm-hmm. Now, for the rest of you, if you want to hear the show, you got to tune into the website in order to hear the music. Right now, we got a little bit of Spooky Tooth on for you. Oh, there we go. There we go, folks. A little bit of Spooky Tooth for you here on IndieRockRadio.ca. It is Bling sitting in the studio once again for another episode of Time Well Wasted here on the station. And if you have any requests whatsoever, you can simply just drop them on by to us over here at the station, and we will get them on for you as soon as possible. That was a long one, 9-minute song. And what we like to call that in the radio business is a cigarette song. Yes. In fact, Rush proudly had become, I'm checking to see now if I have the song, the track or whatever. I want to see if I have the track, their first ever track. Let's see. I might have it. Yeah, there we go. And I've got it totally queued up. Hold on a minute. Okay. And there we go. Okay, so let me explain this whole thing to you. If you are a big Rush fan from Canada, you know the band Rush, and of course the late Neil Peart. We have lost this year at the beginning of the year. We had lost Neil Peart. A real sad story. One of the greatest drummers in the world. And if you are a Rush fan, here's a little bit of historical trivia, well, historical stuff that you probably already know or you might not know. But as a DJ or whatever, like you said, there is these long tracks we always look for that have to be at least 8 to 9 minutes long, enough time to go out and catch yourself a quick cigarette or whatever. Now, Rush, if it wasn't for the fact of that, Rush probably would have never hit the map. Okay, there was a DJ in Seattle who was looking for a really long track or whatever, and of course, most songs back then were like 4 to 5 minutes long. So they were looking for 7 to 8 minute songs or whatever, and this one here falls at 7 minutes and 11 seconds. Okay, and because of that, the DJ would put the song on all the time, every time she'd go out for a cigarette and so on, and it started catching on, and people started to call in and say, hey, what is that new Led Zeppelin track and so on. And then when she says, no, it's from a band called Rush out of Canada or whatever, and everybody was listening to it. So here we go, folks. This is the track that made Rush who they are today, the first track. And of course, Neil Peart was not with them yet, but the previous drummer, which was John Rutsey. And this is a track called Working Man here for you on IndieRockRadio.ca. I'm better than I think I am. That's just why they call me. That's this one I. Need more cowbell. Remember my hands a lot better than I think I am. It'll work. Yes, that's why. made the wraith of flame. Mhm. Gotta get that fan going, people. Getting hot in here. It ain't me. It ain't me. Wow. Mm, mm, bum. Oh. Hi, Kelly, Rob. Let's see if I have it there, bud. Hey, Kelly, I'm gonna check. I should have it. It's in my library. I know I got you guys on rotation here at the station. I know the band Red Wine Talk. You got to send me an email soon too, because I'm doing interviews. I want to get you guys on there as soon as possible. So admin at indierockradio.ca. Send me an email. All right. Let's see what we can do here. Anyways, boys, I'm looking into my library. You're going to have to send me the music because all I got, which is basically in rotation on the station constantly, it might be an older track, but I got My Confession, which rotates on our station over here constantly. So, if you want, I'm going to play you My Confession. Is going to be queued up for you next, okay? Hope you guys enjoy. Like I said, I've been dying to get you guys for an interview. You were on the list, so it's a good thing that you contacted me here live on the show. By the way, if you guys need a cowbell player, I'm available. Ooh. I wanted to give a shout out to one of our listeners out in Cuba. Buenas noches, señorita, or senora Arada. That's it. Welcome to the show. Glad you can tune in here live. We got people all over the world tuned in, man. Loving it. Something that brings. You want to hear the tune, boys? You got to tune into the station, eh? Drop in there free. Bad time to get a hack attack. Ugh! Here we go. Hot little rocket here on IndieRockRadio.ca. It's Bling sitting in the studio once again for another episode of Time Well Wasted here on the station. And you can catch me each and every Saturday night from 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, playing you the best of indie rock music and classic rock. Just before that, folks, we were listening to Foghat and Stone Blue. Focus, Hocus Pocus. Everybody knows that. I mean, if you can't figure that song out, then you're lost like the rest of us. David Bowie, Panic in Detroit, Creedence Clearwater Revival, CCR, and a song called Fortunate Son. Going out to all the people in the U.S. celebrating the 4th of July this weekend. Hope you're having yourselves a good time. Keep your distance and your mask and all that. Come on, people, man. Let's just keep it safe. Everybody's just out there now that everything's loosened up and stuff. Everybody's out there acting like nothing ever fucking happened, and it's a joke. We're gonna get hit by a second wave if you guys do not start paying attention, man. And You know, it pisses me off because I'm totally affected by this. I'm sitting 5 minutes away from an airport. I want to get out of here and just fly to some place and take a vacation, but I can't do so because this shit is still going on, and it really bugs the hell out of me. Um, anyways, just before David Bowie, CCR, we were listening to Rush. That started off everything, and a song called "Working Man." The first track that made it for Rush played out of Seattle as a cigarette song for a DJ, and helped make Rush who they are today. Right now, we have got a track going out to a bunch of guys who are sitting in their backyard. According to what I have over here, I will read it out to you. Um, you're on the Facebook page or whatever. I got it posted. Can you please play Define Alive Part 2 by Red Wine Talk? It's my band, and we are all here in Norwich, England, and it's 4 a.m. We are all in the garden. Of course, that's where they all fucking toke and smoke and drink and have a good old time in the garden. That's an English thing, I think. Anyways, hope you guys are having a great time. Please like to confirm if you think you'll play it so we can tune in. Of course, I hope these guys are tuned in right now because whether you know it or not, I've been playing you guys on the air ever since we started this station. I've had you in the indie scene library for many, many, many years, and I've been playing your music for several years, probably as long as these guys have been together. So here is the one track that I do have in file. So if you want me to play that track, you're going to have to send it to me at music@indierockradio.ca. For now, I hope you're tuned in from your garden or backyard or wherever it is these guys are partying, because here we go, folks. Here's a song called My Confession here by Red Wine Talk on indierockradio.ca. Talk about love. Talk about love. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Talk about love. About love. Hey, folks, if you just tuned in, this is IndieRockRadio.ca, and I am Bling, hosting a wonderful show that we have here each and every Saturday night called Time Well Wasted. Something that we started off just before all this COVID 19 stuff happened. And it was just me, deciding, what the hell, I'm going to jump on air on a Saturday night. And it's turned into this, which is a really great show where people come tune in from all over the world. Uh, this is your time to request any type of music that you want, and we'll get it on for you as best as we can. The band that we just played, or whatever, Red Wine Talk, they are an indie band and one of the bands that we support here on the station, and we've been playing them for quite a while. And it was nice of them to show up on the show or whatever, um, and hoping that we had the track, but we don't have it. But we will get that on for you next week when we host the show. I just wanted to remind you this is not the only show that I host. You can catch me at the original show that started all of this 30 years ago, a show called Indie Scene, where we support the independent music circuit from here and around the world. And you can catch that show from 6 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Sunday night, except for tomorrow night. We will not be airing the show due to the fact that I will be out of town. It's a live show, so, of course, if I'm not here, I can't host the show. So, but don't worry, folks. Next week, Indie Scene returns. If you're interested in hearing some really great new music, you want to find uh, a great time to spend on a Sunday night, we have got that show. Hold on a minute. I'm going to put on a little. I'm in the mood for some Lenny Kravitz here, man. And don't forget to tune in to our other shows too, folks, which are Kirk Bennett's Prog Talk at 9 p.m. on Sunday nights. Amazing, amazing show. And of course, we have got Metal Nights on every Friday. Starting at 7 p.m., we got 6 hours of heart-pounding, kick-ass metal. And as they say on the first show, the Autopsy Report, prepare to be dissected. That's right. Pounding hot metal or red melting molten metal for you each and every Friday night from 7 to 9 with Autopsy Report, followed by Midnight Madness, and it's done all over again by this madman they call Mike Tiffany, all the way out from Farmington, Missouri, who plays you some really kick-ass music all the way up until 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's 6 hours of metal in your face, man. So make sure you tune in on Friday nights for that one. As for our other DJ, Jackie Blue, she's on hiatus and will be back with us in September. So don't forget to tune into her when she's back in town. If you are interested in hosting a show on the station, I am open to anything or whatever. Just send me off a demo at admin at indierockradio.ca. That's admin at indierockradio.ca. And I'll review the show and see if we can come up with something for you to do over here, or if you have an idea yourself. Well, what the heck? I'm open to anything. So make sure you send that off. A little bit of Led Zeppelin and Trampled Underfoot right now off of Physical Graffiti. I love that album cover, by the way. Yeah. I wanna fly away. Oh my God. Wonderful. See, this is supposed to be a show where everybody parties, and I'm supposed to play the music until whenever. And guess what just happened now? Uh-huh. Don Filippo missed the cue of the song. Now, that means, here we go. Okay, so it sounds like I'm going to have to cut off from the live broadcast for now. We're going to be back at you again to no next Saturday from 9 p.m. same time, same place for the show. And yeah, I'm going to call it out tonight there because it's been a very long week for me, so I'm going to get an early night in. And I want to thank everybody who's tuned into the show here. And I am still going to be live on air on the station, but just won't be on Facebook Live over here on YouTube. Uh, it's going to be easier for me that way. So if you have any songs, man, you just got to, I'll still be here on Facebook, as in like checking my messenger. So if you have any messages, you're going to have to PM me. Um, until then, folks, take care of yourselves, be safe, and God bless you all. And thank you very much for making us the success that we are. IndieRockRadio.ca. Spread it all out to your friends and family. We plan on being one of the top rock stations on the internet by 2022. So, anyways, we'll see you all again next week. Thanks for tuning in. See you then. Keep on rocking. Love you